Yo, what is up, beautiful beings? Thank you for being here within a brook. I'm just gonna clear some energy. Cool. Okay, so, I don't know if I've ever told you guys what I burn. I am burning frankincense. Clear the energy and bring in some good energy while I sit here and I talk. I hope you guys are doing good. I know I said that already, but I'm just gonna talk about some downloads and kind of what I've been going through the last couple days, kind of what I have been seeing, and hopefully it can reflect into your world, bring in some clarity, and then I'll probably be doing a little bit of tarot. Maybe while I go along, or maybe I'll take a pause later. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, I just had a banana protein coffee chia seed cinnamon smoothie. That shit slapped. I was gonna eat it here with you guys, but my wife was on break and I was talking to her, and then I was talking to my other friend, so that's what I was doing. Within this past week, there's a lot going on within water, right? There's a lot going on within Pisces, and I feel as though I'm going through a grand transformation. And around Friday, I don't remember when Saturn went direct in Pisces, but Saturn went direct after being retrograde since 2023, I believe. I could be wrong. And then Neptune. Is it Neptune? I believe it's Neptune. I just don't want to be putting out false information out there, right? Let me check my shit, man. Let me see what's up. Yeah, Neptune stations direct tomorrow, which is the 10th. So I've just been feeling this big shift, and my guides told me, hey, stop all of your work. Stop what you're doing. Except for things that really, truly excite you, which is like this. And my personal readings, my personal readings are still open. If you want to go to my website, I might actually take that down too and just have it be like, if you find me in the wild, go find me on my socials and DM me for one. And because there's something shifting within me. And at first, I was sad because I'm like, they told me while I was in meditation, they said, hey, stop what you're doing, everything that you're doing, like my Patreon, my weekly readings, my full moon, my new moon readings, my daily energy updates, at least until the end of February, when everything leaves your sign. And I'm like, okay. like I'm like, okay, cool. And I didn't hang on to it because my ego didn't want to. And then I was hanging out with my mom, and she's like, I feel like you should take a break, and I'm like, wild. My guides just told me that yesterday, so there was confirmation, right? So I said, okay. So then I posted on Patreon that, hey, I'm taking a break. But it was like I was sad. It was like I was failing at something, you know what I'm saying? Because, well, my North Node is in Capricorn. So I'm always thinking of work. I'm always thinking of things to do. But that light up my soul. And this was lighting up my soul But I could feel that, I don't know if it's because of the shift, that I was drained most of the time. And it's like whenever I scheduled something to do, I don't know if I'm not supposed to have a schedule or if the shifts are making it so hard for me to have a schedule. But Pisces are supposed to be in the flow anyway. So I'm just like, okay, I'm going to stop everything. And then I was sad. And then I took a bath. But I trusted. And this could be a theme that's going on, is death, right? Death within the way that you're doing things, death within old passions, because you're recalibrating. And right now, our DNA is getting transformed so rapidly that it's like, trust your feelings. Everything is inside, right? Trust the downloads that you're receiving. And if you get a download, say, give me confirmation, right? Because that's something that I'm always, it's just my intention with a lot of downloads that I get. It's like, okay, show me confirmation. So sometimes I want to see, right? And then there was my mom, or I'll see like a sign or something, and I'm like, bet, okay, let's go. So that's one thing that I was moving through. And it was okay. You know, it was like a day of sadness. I had to mourn because I don't know if I'm going to go back to Patreon, because I'm like, was it like, I love the stars. But maybe I'll just chill on here and talk to you guys about it with the chart up or something like that. Whenever, and not have a strict schedule. You know, I don't want to be grinding. I've grinded my whole life. I've worked my whole life since I was like 14, every day, just school work, and then 12-hour jobs, 12-hour jobs. And now it's kind of like, I feel like I deserve to rest. And I did. And since I had my awakening, it was grinding to heal, right? It was like, okay, I gotta do this, and then my YouTube and social media and stuff, it's like, okay, I gotta stay on top of this, consistency, weekly, daily, all of this stuff. And it's like, I think that's why, because my soul doesn't really want to do that anymore. I want to come on here. And I felt like doing tarot readings. Yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of reading here, but I feel like I didn't have a connection with you guys, you know? I felt like I was just reading the cards and analyzing, which is good, which is fine, but I want something more. And last night, I wrote a story about when I was small, and my visions and stuff like that, and it just brought me like I cried, and I feel like crying now, because there's passion there, there's love there, and it's from the deepest part of me. So I like that, and that is what I want to flow with. And I want to flow with connection with you guys, and I want to say, hey, how are you guys doing? What's going on in your lives, you know? And if it takes me a while to answer you guys, I don't really apologize, but it's like, just this transformation is really big right now. And I feel it's like this for everyone. And if you're unsure of what's going on, if you're being told to end a lot of stuff, it's only because it's making room for something that is aligning more. This doesn't mean that you can't go back. This doesn't mean that I can't go back to what I've been doing. It just means that maybe right now isn't the time for it. And there's something else that is here that resonates deeper with your soul, and that will bring you more happiness and love, right? And this is, what else I wanted to talk about is the water trine, the grand water trine that has been happening for the past 2 months. The water trine in Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, really getting into the depths of your soul on all levels, truly, because it is the Holy Trinity of the water, right? It wants you to purify purify your soul within your love, within your passions, within your emotions. And this is coming in with yourself and your self identity. You know, everything is of self, but also it's showing you where maybe even your hobbies or people around you or whatever aren't holding your best interest, and it's bringing you into new water of more love. And I actually had the god Varuna come to me on Saturday. Wow, that was a day when I was a little upset about it. And was it Saturday? No, it was Friday. And at night, he came to me. And actually, Varuna and who is this? Okay, sorry, I gotta look up this guy again because he isn't a god, but he's in Pandu. He's in this book that I read, and he came to me too. And the book that he's from is from the Mahabharata. And so Varuna is the god of celestial waters. So celestial ocean, rivers, lakes, waters, right? The waters of you, me. And he's also connected to the galaxy, to the stars. He is a sky god, and he sees over everything. And he is coming through to help you, to help the collective purify the waters of their soul, release old emotions, relieve old self identities, right? Release where we are not being supported, even if it's what we thought that we wanted or that we needed. You know, I'm just seeing like cloudiness in like a glass of water, and it's like either dumping out that cloudiness and filling it full of new water, or it's just pouring more water on top of that until the cloudiness dissipates, right? Until it's just purified. And that's what I'm seeing. And Pandu, so he had a curse on him in the book. Not saying any of us are cursed or anything like that, but it was that he couldn't have sexual relationships with anybody else, or else him and the person that he had intercourse with would die. And it's because they wanted him to stay pure, and he was a great creator, right? And this energy, it's not really saying like, hey, don't have sex or anything, but it's saying, where is your willpower going to, right? Because the Shakti, the sexual energy within you, is your passion. It is your willpower. And it's like, are you having leaks within your sacral chakra? And that is also your water chakra. So both of these gods or entities, essences, are coming through to purify and direct us in a way that better suits our course. And it's really cool. It's badass, man. It's like, and this is why it is very beautiful to be open to the gods and the deities, because everything is perception, right? Even even Lucifer, people may be scared of these entities, but if they come to you, they're coming to you so that you learn the shadows, right? And Lucifer brings the light into the shadows. And there was a time where I was deep within the shadows, and Lucifer came in and said, hey, these are not to be afraid of. Bring your light into them so that they can dissipate, right? Just like with Azazel, right? The angel of lust can come in, and he showed me where I was being lustful rather than, and that was a leakage, right? He taught me how, hey, we are not wanting to be obsessive or wanting to take or control anything. What we want to do is pure within heart. Be pure within heart, and then we can transmute that energy of lust, of obsession, that deep Scorpio energy, and put it into love, transmute it into love, because really what it is we are just embracing a love of something, and it's so much love that we want it, right? But love isn't meant to be caged or captured. It's meant to be free. Speaking of love, I wanted to talk about Venus going into Sagittarius, because this is what's being purified too. And actually Mars is in Sagittarius right now, I believe, too. And Mercury goes into Sagittarius tomorrow too. So we're going to be on a quest of love here. Very deep love. And Venus is going to see the love, is going to feel the love within. And it's a beautiful time too for the holidays, for going out and celebrating with people, for getting together with people. And you're going to feel this love between you and connections that you come into, that you encounter, right? What am I trying to say? And then Mars is going to know, it's that masculine. Mars is going to know, oh, I just got a pain over here. Mars is going to know, we'll come back to that. Mars is going to know in the neck, throat chakra, when to speak truth and when to say, hey, we're giving this too much energy, right? Or, hey, this person doesn't have our best interest. But also fall in love with the experience, right? This is what we're searching for. This is what actually we are purifying within ourselves, within the Sagittarius energy. It is a deep, deep, full picture insight of where we want love, of where we go to when we feel love, of when we see love. And it can be when we obsess about love, because that Mars energy. And also Mercury is going into Sagittarius too. So that's all about optimism. And we also have Mars that was squared Saturn, which is kind of like trying not to force anything right now. Yeah. Not forcing anything when something isn't working out. Not getting yourself down. Yeah, I did for a little bit. but sometimes you need to mourn an energy of you, right? Because you're moving into something else. And once there's death, there's a new beginning. We are not ever truly dead. Like when we leave this life, it is our body that stays, but our soul moves on. Our soul is reincarnated or does whatever it wants to do. Yeah. So I'm excited for this new chapter for us. And you guys, it's going to get real fast, you know. It's a fire horse for this next year. And we're starting now because Sagittarius is fire. It's optimism. Yeah, if something doesn't light you up, if something doesn't make you excited, ask yourself, do I want this in my life? Am I wasting energy on this? Because as I am, so is my will, right? As I am the divine creator of this reality, my will is the direction. And if my will is not being supported, then what am I trying to force? What am I trying to hold on to? I totally forgot I was going to pull some tarot and roomies here too. So let's do that. I was seeing if there was anything else. You know, whenever I do these videos, I had these gods, Varuna, come to me, and it's a Hindu god on Saturday or Friday. And then I always need to dissect it, right? I need to see what's going on in the world. And then I have so many downloads from Friday until now that it's like, am I missing something? But I don't think I am. Okay. Let's move into some tarot. And let me know, you guys, how this is playing out for you guys. You know, we are all connected. I am a reflection of you, and you are a reflection of me. You know, I wanted to have, which this is it too. Like, if something doesn't work out, don't hold on to it, right? I wanted to have the chromatic fates as the tarot, but it's in my car, and my car is with Sammy because her battery died in her car. So she took my car, and I had cards because I was going to give her sister a reading over the weekend, but I don't have them now. So now I have the gold film tarot, and this shit is so slippery, man. It's just like, whenever I shuffle, it's wild. It's hard because they're just really slippery, man. They're like really flimsy and stuff like that. But we have the Queen of Swords, yeah, standing in your truth, within your passion, within your mind, actually, not letting anyone step on your toes, knowing what serves you and what does not. 10 of Cups, a completion. We're coming into this energy of full support from the universe, no matter what is going on within the world. There's love for us everywhere, but you must see where your cups are getting filled. You must be mindful of your own energy too, and rest when you need to rest. You know, I went over, there were like 5 kids over at my sister-in-law's, and it was a lot. And since then, I had to rest, man. And then Andon, my son, didn't go to school yesterday, so we were chilling and stuff. And today I just wanted to sleep, man. Then I work, but I'm gonna rest the next couple days too. But yeah, rest is good. Nourish yourself so that the universe can fill your cup. Nourish yourself. Nourish you. Nourish yourself for the universe to nourish you. Then we have this 5 of Cups. Old energies releasing. This is what I'm talking about, the sadness. But remember, these 2 cups are waiting for you. Even though these spilled, you know, yeah, do your mourning if it's for a little bit, but don't stay stuck there. Know that whatever is leaving is making room for new, for more alignment. And the Magician, do not forget your magic. My angels, do not forget that you hold the heavens within you, that you hold the elements within you. Everything is here for you, and it is infinite, and you are infinite. Embody the divine, speak your truth, put intention into your actions, and know that you are supported, and whatever you are planting right now is gold. Right? Even if it's lessons. You know, that was another thing too, is that I'm like, I knew that I didn't do everything that I was doing for nothing. But those energies can come up and be like, those little bitty doubts. Did I do all this for nothing? And it's like, no, dude. Every step of the way leads you to the divine outcome, right? As long as you are always moving north, seeing you for who you are. Every lesson along the way is a blessing and is a tool and is treasure within your heart of hearts, within your pocket of gold, right? And last one, they're saying King of Wands, yeah. Set intention, let the fire be seen. Know that you are the ruler. And know that every action that you take is aligned because you feel it. You feel it within your heart. And you have all the best interests for everybody as you take these intentional steps, as you take this action. And the lion walks on your side, and so do the cycles. The King of Wands sits within his throne, and he knows who he is. And he's very fiery because he has all that passion. He has all that will. Alright, let's see what Rumi has, and then I'm gonna wrap up this video here. Ooh, Layla. Funny. That's my mom's dog's name. And actually, I was gonna name, if I had a daughter, I wanted to name her Layla, and I knew that since I was like 9 or something. 9! So we have Layla. You can see the cosmos up there, and her reaching to the cosmos and bringing it down into this earth, being one with the divine. And this is Varuna too, right? Purifying the waters to bring in the dreams. And look up, for the stars are there and they're shining brightly for you, and you are the star that brings your dreams into reality. Put aside your clever schemes. Oh, lover, be mindless. Become mad. Dive into the heart of the flame. Become fearless. Be like a moth. This is what this king is. Magnetic. He puts it out there, and then he knows it's coming back. Turn away from the self and tear down the house. Then come and dwell in the house of love. Release. Let the cycles end and become one with your heart. Be a lover. Live with lovers. Divine connections. Venus and Mars and Mercury and Sagittarius. Clean your chest from all hostility. Wash it 7 times. 7 is the number of embodiment of going into the flames and retrieving your soul. Then fill it with the wine of love. Be a chalice for love. Be a chalice. You must be all love to be worthy of the beloved. When going to the gathering of drunks, be a drunk. Become drunk. Your thought takes a course, dragging you in its wake. Move beyond thought. Let your heart lead. Be the leader. When the grace of love is revealed, be a mirror to reflect it. When the beloved's hair is loosened, brush it like a comb and be a comb. How I long for my thoughts to no longer make any sense to me. Then I can be rid of them, like noisy house guests who have overstayed their welcome. Oh, the peace when they finally go. Their incessant chatter brings me no comfort. I crave the silence of you. Will you let me hear it? Will you run through the noisy house of my mind with your great muddy feet so that I can focus on something other than my mind for a while? Maybe you can make such a mess that I shall give up my plans and attempts at order completely. Just give in for a change. It's time for that, to give up my ridiculous fantasies of perfection. Yes. Useless, noisy, irritating, demanding, and yet deadening perfection. I'd rather just be alive. I want to plant my head in the earth, in the same mud that sticks to your feet and beneath in her rich soil smell. I want to feel her heart beating in the quiet movements of the roots of the plants as they stretch and grab and stop my ears with her fertile dirt, finally gaining peace from the constant infernal racket of my thoughts no longer wanted. Let go of your mind and drop into your heart and drop into the emotions, the water, the constant flow of you. Let's see. For this moment, let's see. Do not turn away from it. Let it be. Be with the lack of knowing. When people ask you so many questions and demand sensible answers to support their notion of reality, do not bow to such unworthiness and fear. Know that their minds may be fearful for your safety and their own, lest your divine madness be contagious. But that their fear is nothing to you, nothing at all. It is not even anything to them, but they just don't know that yet. Yeah. Do not let the minds of the ones who are in chaos run over you, right? And also what this energy of the Grand Trine has been doing is exposing people who are of ill intent, because we are all, the veil is so thin with all of this water that we are all seeing into the waters of others and seeing where the murky water is within others. to forgive within ourselves, but also to love ourselves enough to put up boundaries, not to judge. Do not judge them, for they do not know, right? But love yourself enough to protect yourself and your mind, that Queen of Swords, to be run over by the energy of chaos, of mud that runs through them, right? And instead, stick your head into the mud of the earth and feel. Feel where earth is purified and where earth is grounding and loving and nourishing. There was this meme that I saved. I'm gonna go and put it in the Discord too. If you guys aren't in with our Discord, the link is in the description. But the meme is, be careful not to wear spiritualism as a badge to decorate your ego. And that shit speaks volumes, right? Be careful not to wear spiritualism as a badge to decorate your ego. And it's like those who are enlightened will be. And those who and those who still have that energy of chaos will claim and try to prove that they are, right? Whereas, what do you need to prove when you are everything? Okay, beautiful souls. I believe this is it. Oh, this was a longer one. Nice. 31 minutes. If you're still here, thank you so much. If you would like to book a reading, come find me. Or go on my website if you want. But I do have a special right now for $20 readings. And on my website it isn't that. So, thank you all again, always, for being here, because without you, there wouldn't be me. Or a purpose. But I love you all. Ram, namaste. So much love, and I will see you all when I see you. Blessed be. Peace.